There we go. All right. So top of the 3 o'clock, moving on to 4 o'clock decide hour. We've got about 4 minutes to mastermind. Um, the theme this month is energy, and the action hour theme is decide. So decide to energize with Coach K is my new name for this hour. And what I thought we could share is because we were just starting to get into this. When you're writing, when you're creating, and Shay was writing too, so during this hour, so I'm hopeful that she might watch this and give us some more tips too. But there's an energy that sometimes you either need to get started or um, you you have it as you're writing. And I'm just curious, like Susie, you were saying, writing, like you get going and you're in this flow and you just write, right? And that's your creative juices like coming out. Um, how do other people use or like get energy to either get started writing or, like for me, I feel like I've got to muster up the energy to write. So I would love some tips on, you know, how you do that, how you just dive in and write and what happens and
When I write, like most of the time when I've written big things, so for my business, when I wrote my book, when I wrote the 6 hour VIP playbook, like all of that stuff, um, when I write, it typically is inspired. Like I feel inspired. So last week, when Beck and I weren't together face to face, I literally like having this space brings energy to me to be able to write. And so I think now I depend on it so much, which is great. But then when it's not there or when I'm not on, then I'm like, what do I write about? And so I know this space helps me too. But then also listening, I listen to it's Tibetan meditation music. So
Mhm.
on YouTube, there's like it's a monk who's sitting there, but there's like a gold bowl. And that music, like Beck knows when the Tibetan music comes on, like it is time to work because then I can focus because I squirrel very easily too.
Mhm. I love that you were like inspired by, and then so I wrote some of those, and then I also heard inspired through,
Mhm.
like through conversation
Yeah.
or through,
And
um,
through other people's energy.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
the fact that we literally hold space for each other, that when I'm stuck or when I'm feeling like I need something, what are the things that shift us back into that space of writing. And sometimes, like, if Noxie's home, I'll go get a hug or go get a kiss from Brian or whatever. Like, there are other things too. But being able to allow inspiration to come.
mm. How much time do you usually like, like, do you, does it take you all to gear up? You just like, I'm putting on the Tibetan music and let's go. And
So it's different every day. I would say it's different every single time that I sit down to write. I know what does not work. Like, if I'm sometimes I just have to cut myself off from everything too. So some days certain things work and other days they definitely do not work. We love you, Foxy.
oh gosh, if that was recorded. That was awesome. Okay. So, yeah. So I think that's like for me, it's like I feel like I've got to get in this frame of mind. And then, oh, now I've got only 15 minutes. So I can't write anything good in 15 minutes. So then I don't write anything at all. So I know it's
It's a
mindset.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a getting yourself out of the mindset. So it's being able to say, I accept myself where I am today, and whatever comes out is meant to.
Yeah. Yeah. Love that. All righty. I'm going to stop this recording.